Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, I am Zombie Cartman, and this is how to money grind on Red Dead Redemption Online with fishing. When you get to level 14 in Red Dead Redemption Online, you're able to purchase the fishing rod from either the catalog or a general store for $32.50. At that level, you're also only able to get live worms as bait, which cost 50 cents a piece, and you can have 20 of them in your inventory, which will cost you a total of $10. And then if you look at the rest of the lures in the catalog, they're all rank locked at either level 24 with the crickets or level 30 and higher for the lures. And so it would seem that you're not able to use the lures until you hit those higher levels. But if you go to a general store and look at their catalog, you'll see that you're actually able to purchase these lures with gold bars. By the time I figured this out, I actually had over 3 gold bars, so I was able to purchase the lake lure, the river lure, and the swamp lure. But for this guide, you really only need the lake and the river lure. And the reason we're going with lures is because you don't have to keep buying them over and over again. As long as you don't break your line, you'll be able to keep using that lure, and you won't spend money continuously to buy worms, which I've also noticed the worms seem to be glitched out. I have 20 in my inventory, but when I try to use them as bait, it doesn't work. Now, a lot of the people online are saying that the best fish to fish for in this game is salmon. Salmon are worth $4.25, and they're a medium-sized fish, which means you can carry up to 10 of them in your satchel. So when you go to sell them, you're going to make $42.50, which in theory is awesome. The problem I have with salmon, though, is that to catch them, you have to travel really far away from most of the towns. And when you get there, a lot of times where you'll find salmon, you'll also find muskies. And the problem with muskies is they're a large fish. You can only carry one of them on your horse, and this muskie here is only worth $4. It also takes a long time to actually catch a muskie. In the time it took me to catch this one, I probably could have caught 2 Steelhead Trout, which is what I'm calling for people to catch in this guide. I find Steelhead Trout in great abundance in various places around the map, and they are also a medium-sized fish that can be carried in quantities up to 10. Here I am at my little spot on the Flatiron Lake, fishing for Steelhead Trout. And when you're fishing with a lure, it's important to cast out there as far as you can and then try to reel fairly slow. You can alternate your speed here or there and try to mimic a dying fish or something with your lure, but ultimately you want to just reel very slow. And as you can see here from this footage, I've already caught 1 Steelhead Trout, which is worth $4.25, just like the salmon. Now the great thing about this spot is that there are no muskies here. In fact, there's no large fish at all. The only other fish you'll catch with this lure here is going to be largemouth bass. Largemouth bass go for $2 a piece, and if you catch 10 of them, that's $20, which isn't too bad. By the time you usually max out on steelhead, you're usually going to have close to maxed out on largemouth bass as well. So when you go to sell these fish, you're usually going to make anywhere from $50 to $60. And in my experience, with good weather permitting, you're able to max out on all these fish in about 30 minutes. Which means you can make anywhere from $100 to $120 an hour. And I actually have 3 spots that I prefer to fish for steelhead. One is right here on the Flatiron Lake, just outside of Rhodes, which makes it easy to go sell your stuff in Rhodes. There's another one just over here north of Blackwater on this little double peninsula. It's actually where I'm standing to film most of this video. And the last one is down here in the southwest corner of the world, just south of Tumbleweed, on this little peninsula here which makes it easy to go right back up to tumbleweed and sell when you fill up on steelhead. Like always, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I hope you found this one helpful and informative. And until next time, have a good day.